So a couple warm-up beers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the malted liquor? What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans?
Beer!
Can't get enough of it.
Beer!
How we really love it.
Beer!
Makes me think I'm a man.
Beer!
I could kiss and hug it,
Beer!
but I'd rather chug it.
Beer!
Got my belly out to here.
Hello everyone and welcome to Hashtag Beers with Brett. I'm your host Brett Moffitt, and with me I have the very generous guest. And I say generous because it's the first one ever and it's probably going to suck. But anyway, Jason Bowles. So I want to start out with, first of all, and I know this answer, but I gotta ask it. Are you a triathlete?
Yes.
Why?
I think it's the competition side of it. It just makes me push myself more and more each day, and just since I started training, the amount of conditioning and the improvement that I've made, it's like something to work towards every day. And now that I don't race anymore, it gives me something to compete at.
So first of all, this Beers with Brett is going to be a little bit different because not only am I going to ask Jason the questions, I'm going to give you my answer to the questions also and let you guys know how I feel. So with that being said, I also am a triathlete, obviously, and a lot of the same reasons why. It's everyone gets in a slump sometimes, and triathlon makes you work harder as an individual. There's a lot of days you don't feel like doing it, and after your workout you feel great about it, and it's just an accomplishment every single day in your life. And sometimes it brings you down, but then sometimes it brings you up higher than you ever feel like you could. So it is something that pushes you, like Jason said, and it's a great way for me to not only stay in shape in case I get another NASCAR opportunity, but it's just a great motivator in life, and that's why if you're not doing it, you should.
Let's not forget also it affords us to allow to drink beer.
It's like a bank, you put in time training, you get to drink more beer. We're all about that here. So second of all, let's do two.
Okay.
Top pros and cons of the triathlete lifestyle.
Cons. The time commitment. It does take a substantial time commitment from you every day, every week, every month. And I mean, let's face it, I want to make sure that I'm the biggest problem, so I have to buy the nicest stuff. So it's quite expensive.
There's only so much speed that money can buy. And we found that. We found that limit.
Yep. We've
At this
bought
point,
the speed.
it is all on us. Pros.
Just my conditioning has come so far in the last 8 months. Like, I just feel better. You wake up with more energy. And it's something that I get to do with my friends and have fun. It's fun. The community is awesome when it comes to triathlons. All the people that you meet and everybody that's into it, just like you are, and you share that common ground, so it just makes it enjoyable.
Everyone wants to help each other because you know that we're not only racing against each other, but more or less we're racing against the clock. It is like qualifying. It's not really a race of people at our level anyway.
Yes. I'm racing to finish.
Or a race to finish. Anyway, I'll start with my cons as well. I would say the biggest negatives is it is a big time commitment, like you said. It's a big financial commitment. I'm going to gather those into one and kind of make my second con also a pro, and that is that it kind of takes over your whole life.
It's true.
Literally every day that you're going to do some training, whether you have work or you have dinners or lunches or anything you have to do, you schedule your day around your training.
No, that's a valid point. You actually wake up in the morning or go to bed the night before planning your training so that you can plan the rest of the day around it.
And like I said, that's a pro and a con.
Yeah.
Because on one side of it, you're so excited about it and you're so dedicated to the training that you love doing that. On the other side of it, though, it takes up a lot of time. And it's kind of a negative. And It's a selfish sport. If
Very
you have
much
other
so.
people in your life, it's going to take time away from them, and they might not like that. So to go on to my pros, I would say, other than buying like nice bikes, it is a motivating sport. It pushes you to do better every single day, and you become so addicted to it that you feel guilty if you don't push yourself that day.
That's for sure. I think we both felt a little guilty last week.
I took the weekend off. It was had a bunch of these. Didn't do much of this.
But every now and then, and I'm sure Brett can attest to this, you just have to listen to your body and you have to listen to your mind as well, and you just have to take a minute off, or you'll burn yourself out. If you feel like, you have a couple of days where, you just need a break from it, it's not going to kill your training to take a couple of days off and just kind of recharge the batteries and then get back after it hard.
Yeah, agreed. And rest time is good time. It's healthy time.
Yes.
Second pro, I would say I'll go with the community also. It's such a strong community, and you meet so many people that are like-minded people, and it makes it a lot of fun, and you just really gain so many more friends. This is getting edited out. This is bothering me a lot. Better. So, next up, how did you get to this point? What do you do? Where do you come from? What brought you, I guess, to this sport? Or why are you doing it?
That's a pretty wide open question.
It's a long-winded question.
Yeah, obviously, I ended up
They want to know Jason Bowles.
I ended up here because I was a race car driver just like you, but that's a previous life for me now, and I felt like for quite some time I was just lacking something that had some competition and provide me that competitiveness that I needed to, fuel that fire that I've always had, and that I just haven't been able to to enjoy since I stopped racing. And at the end of the day, it's actually your damn fault. So, because I had a couple of surgeries last year, so I didn't ride at all. And then when we started riding this spring, it was just like, I had an old mountain bike.
Dove
and
off the
then
deep end.
New mountain bike, road bike, tri-bike, this bike, that bike. And all of a sudden we are 2 triathlons later. And what do we have between now and the end of next year? We have, 4 or 5 planned, possibly?
Yeah. And who knows how many more sprints for... Triathlon's really cool because that community that we were talking about, they want to do fundraising events. We don't do it for money. We don't do it for any fame or anything like that at all. Almost every sprint or Olympic distance triathlon is put on to raise money for different charities around the country.
Well, and the 2 we've done this year were both charity tries. So.
And that's, how can you say no to doing a random sprint because it's for charity?
Yep.
You can't.
You just can't say no. So I'm sure we'll do several of those, plus
the main plan.
Couple of 70.3s
Just
and
a couple of
Ironman
them.
next year. So, it's not a big deal or anything.
Yeah, that's only, 280 racing miles that we have planned. That's our main plan.
Yeah,
Plus
perfect.
whatever, thousands of miles of training involved. So that'll bring us to the next thing, the big goal. Ironman Cozumel, the end of 2017. Well, we think it's going to be Cozumel. It may or may not change.
That's the current plan.
That's the current plan. One, because we're going to drink some beers on the beach afterwards.
It'll be a nice little vacation for all the hard work we put in for a year.
So we're going to have a year of hard work. Our game plan right now is we're going to do a couple 70.3s earlier in the year to get a feel for that distance and to work on some pacing. And I don't know if they will, but hopefully build our confidence for the Ironman.
That's what we're going with.
We'll see about that. So that's the plan. That's our major goal. And we're going to see how many times between now and then each of us quit. Because I'm sure we will multiple times.
Heck, I quit halfway through the swim today.
I was gonna. Jason, we went swimming this morning. Are you still a triathlete now?
Yeah, I just quit after the warm-up. I still completed the workout. I was just ready to go home after the warm-up.
All right. Need refills. All right, so I was gonna go get a refill. This is the service at Kilted Buffalo. He's gonna go get it for me. How great is that? If you were in Mooresville or Huntersville, they have 2 locations. Get there. There. The reflection is bad, but Kilted Buffalo. Anyway. Now we're going to take it to you guys, the fans. Okay, the first one, I don't think you've been to either of them, so I'm going to guess is directed to me. And it is Chili Bowl or Boone.
I've been to Chili Bowl.
You been to Chili Bowl?
Yeah, I went there years ago.
Okay, well then your obvious answer is Chili Bowl because you've never been to Boone.
Yeah.
So, on that one, if I could race a car at the Chili Bowl, I don't. There's such great like landmark events, the Boone Nationals and the Chili Bowl. Just go to both of them. I don't know. Jeff Olson. This one's also, you've never raced at Boone, so who's your favorite person to be passed by at Boone? And this is the picture. I don't know. That car is Jeff's. That on the outside was me when I was like 12. So he says, who's your favorite person to be passed by at Boone Speedway? Not you. This question is for both of you. What has being a dog parent taught you about life?
Oh gosh.
When you don't want to deal with it, put it in a cage.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
my dogs.
No, my dogs actually don't even have a cage, but it's taught me that you're willing to sacrifice a lot for the things in your life that you actually care about because, man, the amount of money I would have if we didn't have to go to the vet with 3 dogs.
Right? Your dogs have a lot of problems
Yeah,
too.
I mean, yeah.
My dogs, they're good on the vet bills, but it is a very big commitment. It's a very big commitment, but they are so worth it. And once you get them and get used to it, you would never imagine not having them.
Oh, I couldn't imagine life without my dogs.
And sometimes, like, I think of, oh man, it'd be cool to go on a weekend trip right now, but I gotta pay to have someone watch the dogs. But then a lot of times I'll be sitting at home lonely, and the dogs are always loving. So
Hey, unconditional love right there.
this one's directed at me, but being the fact that you own Swell Board Shop, maybe you could help answer it.
Okay.
And I don't wear skinny jeans, do I? Like they're not
No.
they're not loose, but they're not skinny jeans.
No.
Anyway, the question is, do skinny jeans make you skateboard easier?
No, but
don't-
all the jeans nowadays made by the skateboard companies have so much elastic in them that you can wear skinny jeans and still skateboard.
And look damn good doing it.
Yeah.
So, at Brett Moffat, are you a better driver than at Jason Bowles? Just wondering because he has a blue checkmark names to his name on Twitter. Twitter never lies. I'm not even a real person. Literally, someone wrote into my YouTube channel, or maybe it was on Facebook, and they said, "How do I know it's really you? You don't have a verification next to your name." And it's me because I'm in this video. Like, how could it not be me? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, but obviously the answer to the question is yes.
Yeah. Where is your favorite place to celebrate after winning?
Easy. Saeed's.
Saeed's! And for those of you that don't know, that is a trashy bar literally behind
Karaoke bar.
it was behind a gas station. The gas station went out of business, and
Now
now
it's a
it is
snow
a
cone place.
snow cone place. That is the size of... It's the size of a gas station. It's a snow cone place.
But
It doesn't make
literally,
any sense.
When we started going to this bar, you had to drive past the gas pumps to get to it.
At Jason Bowles, are you better than at Brett Moffat at mountain biking and pretty much everything else in life?
I'm gonna give Brett some credit on this one because he is in pretty good cycling shape. I think Brett can say that I've come quite a long way since we started that first day we went riding, and I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
So, mentioning that though, coming a long way since starting. So we've only really been cycling for, so it's November now basically. When it was April we started.
Probably about April when we started cycling.
So like it's so easy to get burnt out and like so easy to get down on yourself that like we're like, oh man, like a whole Ironman, and it's like literally we have more time to train for this Ironman than we have been cycling alone in general.
That's a valid point.
And you look at the service.
Oh,
Look at the service.
Look at this service.
You see that? Beers just appear out of nowhere. Kilted Buffalo.
If you guys aren't going to the Kilted Buffalo, you're missing out.
And next up, we have, why do all bikers wear the same outfit? We don't. Like,
we all have different designs.
it's different designs, so we don't wear the same outfits. It's like saying the same jeans are the same jeans, like,
Yeah.
but they're different jeans. Like, they're not the same. Like,
I mean, you have to wear spandex.
obviously, well, and two, you know, we've been working on the bods. Gotta show them off. So, not only is it aero and faster, but it shows off the goods. And,
Chicks dig it.
like, we will go to dinner after a bike ride in spandex. We will come here
Oh,
after a bike ride in spandex.
I've been here many times to have a beer after a bike ride wearing spandex. It's like
And people
nothing.
are like, what the heck are you doing? But
It just becomes part of life.
it's a thing.
It's a triathlon life.
If you see a guy in spandex, respect it, because he's worked hard for it.
You know what else you guys need to respect? And this is coming from experience. We almost experienced this last week, and I experienced it this
Yes,
year.
I know where you're going.
If you see a cyclist on the road, give him a little bit of room.
Listen, I don't care if I'm running on the side of the road, if I'm cycling on the side of the road. And it makes me mad because North Carolina's roads are pretty terrible for running or cycling because there is literally no shoulder. But it makes me so mad. Like, literally, if you slow down for me, you're giving up 10 seconds of your day for my life. And when you, like, run me off the road or, like, don't want to give me a room or honk when you go by, like, literally, I pay the same taxes that you do. So I deserve to be on that road. There's no law that I cannot be on that road going the speed that I'm going. So please just respect cyclists, respect runners. It's not cool to almost die. And like he said, he's been hit by one car this year. And just a couple days ago, we were out training and a gardening truck pulled right in front of us. And I was the front of the line. I squeezed by, but I was seriously worried that him or the guy behind him were going to get involved in it. And it's just please
Show us a little respect. That's all
show
we ask.
cyclists and runners respect. That's it. And rant.
I can remember how much I have had. I drank a 12-pack with my dad.
That's my son, the drunken manly stud. I'm proud to be his bud.